Alright, what is up guys? Welcome back to another video, and welcome back to my second video about Sugar Kingdom Odyssey. This is a crypto project that I think has got a massive amount of potential going into the upcoming bull market, and obviously considering that we are in a bull market now, or very soon will be, and Sugar Kingdom Odyssey is in that gaming crypto niche which I love, I thought I'd cover it again on the channel. Also been talking to the team a lot about the launch, which is coming on the 2nd of April, which is very soon now, less than a week away. And I'm thinking overall this is going to be a really good project going forward. As I said, the gaming narrative for me is going to be very powerful, and I don't think people realise how many people are going to be getting into this gaming niche once we see the bull market come around again. If you remember from the previous bull market, there was plenty of cryptos that did ridiculous amounts of returns. Axie Infinity is the one that springs to mind for me. It got a lot of adoption, widespread adoption, because of the fact that people could actually play it and earn money. And with Sugar Kingdom Odyssey, essentially they are creating an ecosystem where you can buy the token and receive rewards from other games that are integrated into their ecosystem. Overall, the game itself is really enjoyable, and I do think the fact that they are integrating other games into their ecosystem as well, and building a real platform for a lot of other games, and their own token being integrated into all of that, is going to be really powerful. So as you can see, just taking a little look at the website again, as you can see here, I think one of the most important things for me is the fact that the team are actually completely doxed and publicly available to see. You can see here that they are actually they have members from Decentraland, Sandbox and Gearbox Entertainment, which I think is ridiculously powerful and interesting. As you can see here, there's a little bit of an infographic about that. But basically one of the main things that I always think about is obviously this Apes International backing is a massive deal for me. I do think that this is an exceptionally useful, not to mention useful, but also just very powerful narrative that's very much going to be an important part of this project going forward. Getting locked into this screen here, as you can see. But anyway, as we can see, obviously the website very slick. The game is also really good. There's more videos about the game here, as you can see. You can actually go and sign up and play the beta of the game now on the website as well. As you can see here, you can click onto the game. If you click play now here, you can enter the game, connect your MetaMask up, and go in and play the game, get involved and play the beta, etc. going forward. But overall, I do think that it's looking very slick. Obviously they've got a really good amount of partners going forward. The team is obviously doxed, as I said, with big backers, which is really interesting. And as you can see here, the partners are very vast. There's a crazy amount of backing behind this, lots and lots of venture capitalists, and a lot of hype and backing behind this project. So I do think it's going to be very cool. Also, they've got a lot of influencers online on board as well, which I think is really important. Let me just find the tab with this in it. As you can see, we've got lots and lots of influencers getting involved in this project. There is a lot of influencers actually. Jesus, I didn't realize there was so many. They've quite literally got thousands of potential people here getting involved in the launch of this project, so it potentially is going to be absolutely massive. You can see here getting down to around 800 people getting involved with promoting this project going forward, and I do think this is going to be a massive part of the success of this crypto in general. It's really nice to see something having a massive backing like this. I do think it's going to really play into how well this thing actually launches. Let me just find my my tokenomics here. As we can see, another thing that I wanted to mention is how good the tokenomics are going to be. It's going to be launching with a $400,000 market cap, which is very small. And I do think projects like this, especially gaming projects, they could easily go like 5, 10, 15, 20 million just on launch. So people that are buying or getting in around launch are probably going to see themselves getting a really nice boost off the back of this. You think the crazy backing behind this as well, and the narrative is really strong. I'd probably expect that we're going to see a very nice price boost straight away on launch. And as people start to ape in and realise how good the product is, there's probably going to be some good long-term growth as well because of that. As you can see here, we've got a very clear, defined plan about where the tokens are going, where the tokens are being given out before and during the launch, and for like prolonged marketing campaigns, etc. I do think is very important, as you can see here. Obviously, the game itself is ready to play in beta mode, so if you do go to the website, you can actually connect your wallet up here and play the game. You can see this is exactly how the game plays out. It's essentially one of those really super addictive matching tile games where you can just match up these little sets of tiles, get rewards, and you have all the special stuff. Essentially, this is your crypto Candy Crush kind of lead in. It's going to be very, very addictive. I think there's going to be a lot of tournaments, prizes, etc., and lots of rewards for playing. Obviously, there are plenty of incentives to be getting into this as early as possible, because I do think it's going to be growing very, very quickly. You can see everything here super slick as well. Everything looking really, really cool and nice to look at as well. As you can see here, if you click on the stake SKO, which is obviously the token of the ecosystem, which is integrating and essentially used as the currency for all these games that are going to integrate into this ecosystem as well. If you go and click on this on stake SKO, you'll be taken to this page, and essentially you can say that mention the fact that only during the launch, people who buy and stake SKO tokens, they get free mystery boxes that contain tokens from their partners. So this is what I was talking about. Basically, when you have other games that are getting integrated into this ecosystem, if you're buying and staking SKO and locking it away instead of selling it like a lot of people would for quick profits, you can actually get rewards of tokens from other games. As you can see here, during this special launch event, in a limited time, if you lock your tokens in during the first 48 hours of launch, you get free mystery boxes, which essentially give you various tokens from other quality partners that are basically getting integrated into the ecosystem. So I think this is a really good incentive to stop people from immediately selling their tokens. We've seen this with a few projects recently, and it's had a really, really good impact on their price action. You can see basically if you buy, I think in terms of what they've told me about the tariffs of what the levels of what boxes you can get are, I think if you buy 300 SKO tokens, which is really, really not very much at all, I think it's like $18 or $20, you can get a mystery box, and then you'll get, basically, if you stake them, you'll get more mystery boxes, etc. And obviously you could end up having quite a lot of free rewards just for basically locking these up on the launch. So this is basically an incentive to stop people from, selling all their tokens on the immediate pump during the launch. And I think this could be quite an effective way of stopping people from just, buying and then pumping and dumping the price. Especially with such a large market cap, there could be potential for this to chop around quite a lot, obviously. But I do think that it's going to be a really, really good incentive to stop people from doing this, and people are going to end up with a lot of very, very potentially valuable tokens, basically for free, just for not selling and locking up their stuff and staking it in here, which is really, really interesting to me. So one of the other things that I wanted to mention in this video is that if we go to the Twitter, which is here, you can see they've got that launch event, and this is the announcement of what I've just explained, but it gives you a bit more detail essentially about what you need to do. You can see here 300 SKO gets you a common one, 700 gets you uncommon, 2000 gets you rare, 4,500 gets mythic, and 8,000 gets you a free legendary box just for staking on launch. As you can see here, the launch is on the 2nd of April, which is going to be very interesting indeed. I do think just going and basically staking your tokens and getting these free rewards is a massive incentive to get involved personally. And I do think all these benefits and rewards, along with a potentially really, really strong project and protocol going forward, combined with the fact that we're probably going to be seeing a massive, massive increase in the token price over the course of the bull market as well, I think it's going to be really, really good. So definitely go give them a follow on their platforms. Twitter is one of the best places to follow people. Check out the Telegram, Discord, etc. and make sure you can participate on their launch. They're on MEXC, I believe, and also on PancakeSwap. This is a B and Binance BNB chain BEP20 token, so make sure you go and get involved on there as well. I do think this is going to be really, really strong. Make sure you also tell them that I sent you there, because that would be very useful for me as well. I'll leave all their links in the description, etc., etc. But for now, I do think this is a very, very nice project, and I love being able to get into these things before they launch. This is not just because the team's reached out to me and gone, basically get involved with our project because we'll pump it up the price. I actually do think these kinds of projects will do really well in the bull market. If you know anything about my channel, you know that I love the gaming narrative, and I do think this is launching at just the right time to really take advantage of that really strong gaming narrative going forward. So as always guys, please do like and subscribe, leave a comment, etc., and I'll catch you in the next video. Cheers.